All right, appreciate that. Next up, we have the team from Helport. That is an AI company, and actually, I'm gonna let you. Who's talking? Is it you, Darren?
I'll just do an intro and then
Okay, that'll
yeah,
work.
Toby and the team will take it from there.
Okay.
Yes, so thanks for having us. My name's Darren Summerell. I've been with Helport for about a year, representing them on the mortgage and real estate side. Helport has developed an AI technology that empowers everyone within the organization to close deals like an expert. The AI actually gives real-time guidance when it comes to anything from underwriting guidelines to hosting an open house. So like you were saying, Travis, it's getting better and better with, we could put title information, anything you need to know to close a transaction. We could actually put inside of the AI system, and it's intuitive and it learns and it comes back with better answers every time on how to close these deals. So it initially started on the wholesale lending side, and it was just a desktop app to start. But we're glad to say and happy to say that as of today, the mobile version is available in the Apple Store. And that just happened this morning. Toby is the general manager of the company, and Elaine and Jesse run the ops team, and they're local here in San Diego. They're based out of La Jolla. I want Toby to do an introduction about where we see this going and what we've done so far with it, and then we'll do a brief demonstration through Jesse and Elaine. So, Toby, if you want
Perfect.
to take it away.
Of course. Thanks for the intro and thanks for including us on this meeting, Travis. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. So, pleasure to meet your team here. And we're very excited about this. We've been working on this for a while. And Travis, I know you and I and Darren, we've met actually quite a while ago when we were just
Yeah.
kickstarting this thing. So, we made a lot of good progress and we've really been focusing on the mortgage and real estate sector. And like Darren mentioned, we started off on the laptop, on the computer, because that's what most people are calling out of. But with the demands that we've been getting on the mobile version for people that are using their cell phones, that's why we started developing the app so that both of them could tie together. So, like Darren mentioned, the idea for this whole product in general is just to provide information and the assistant, right? Utilizing AI for it to act as your personal assistant to guide you through the conversations, make you one more knowledgeable and more professional on the phone, and two, it helps streamline your workflow so that every single conversation that you have, not only are you sounding professional on the phone, the AI takes notes for you. It makes sure it captures every single detail. It draws a client profile for you so that you can get more personable. Imagine things like, hey, this person mentioned that their daughter plays field hockey, right? Being able to capture these details so that when the next time that person calls, all these tags for this client is all visible within the profile that we created. You can exactly see what did we talk about last time, a summary of the call, and also what are this person's characteristics and profile. What is he looking to do? Where is he looking to buy? Even down to the details like their hobbies, their birthday. These are very important. Things for you guys to know. So very excitedly, we are rolling out the app version, which is going to have the same features as the PC version. The only piece that it doesn't have yet is the real-time guidance. So that's the next update that's coming. But right now, the app will be able to have. Let me share my screen actually, so you guys can see this.
Um, I think I need to make you a co-host. Hold on a sec. All right. See if you have the ability now to share. You might need to hover your mouse over the bottom or top of the window.
See my screen?
Looks like it's about to. Yep.
Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. So just to kind of walk you guys through this really quick, as of now, the main benefits that this will be able to provide to you guys is number one, when you're making outbound calls to the client, firstly, the calls are all recorded for you. Even when you're calling from your cell phone, it's transcribed for you. So every single detail is there after the call automatically. Like I said, it gives an automated a client profile. So it draws that profile for you. Within this client profile, you're gonna see the different tags in terms of what they're looking for, what are their hobbies, all of these things. It will give you a conversation log of all the past conversations that you've had with this client, and it will give you a one sentence summary of what that call is. And then if you can click into it, it will give you the detail of exactly what you talked about. So all of this is going to be here to help you when you have a conversation with this client. And at the end of the call, this is what that summary will look like on your phone. And you can either text or email or copy it to directly share it to another person you're working with, like a mortgage, the loan officer, or maybe you want to share it directly back to the client as a follow-up. These are all things that you can utilize with this call summary. Like I said, the real-time guidance, this is already live on our PC version. We just haven't connected to the mobile version yet. So this is something to look forward to for the mobile version that's coming. But for now, everything else is already function. And like Darren mentioned, it is now on the App Store. And very excitingly, thanks to Travis, you guys are actually going to be one of the first people to ever try this app. So we wanted to introduce to you guys, and because of our relationship with Travis, to give you guys kind of a free trial period for a month, so you guys can test it for free. It also helps us as we really want to get your guys' feedback, honest feedback on user experience, on some of the features, what things do you want to see. We're building this for you guys. We're building this for realtors and for mortgage loan officers across the country. So we would love for you guys to give us the feedback, and maybe even add new things to it, tweak things based on what you guys are looking for. So, and I'll turn it over to my team over here so they can actually walk you guys through exactly. If you just go on App Store, search Helport, you should be able to see the app. You should be able to download it. And all you have to do is go through the very short process to link your phone number so that when you make calls out of the app, it will still show up as your phone number to the client, because I know that you guys have built up your portfolio based on your phone number. So very simple process. Once you have everything set up, there's three features that you can use. One is call. So obviously making any calls, you will be able to call directly from the app. And another one is record. So this is important because if you are at an open house or if you're at an in-person meeting and you're saying, hey, I want to record this meeting so that you can take details notes for me, so that you can add this conversation to the client profile that I'm building for this client, you can actually hit record. So for any in-person conversations, it will be able to record, transcribe, summarize, save. And the last one is upload. So, we know that sometimes you might not be able to record all the calls, or you might not be able to call from this phone or from the app. Any call recordings that you have, you can actually directly upload through this feature as well. Once you upload the sound recording, so maybe you called from another phone or from your computer and you recorded it. If you upload that call recording, it will do the same thing. Transcribes, take notes, detail summary, detail profile, built in and added into that client. So quick pause there just to see if you guys have any questions so far before we jump deeper into the product.
One that came up, is there any privacy and legal disclosures need to be signed by the client here?
Great question. So depends on what state you guys are calling to. So every state have different, we call it recording laws. So some states are, we call dual party consent. So there are 12 states in the US that are dual party consent. California is included. So if you are calling to a California client, what you would need was just you have to get their consent. So essentially you're saying, hey, either I have a note-taking app that's helping me take notes. Is that okay with you? Or disclosing them, hey, I am recording this call for training purposes. Is that okay? So you would just have to make that consent if you are recording the conversation. If you're calling other states, we can send you guys that list to see which one. So the ones that are not dual party consent, you would just have to disclose it. You would not need to get their consent in order to record them.
All right.
But just to note that the app as of now, it doesn't do an automated it does not do an automated thing. So down the road we might put that in, but we found that the automated ones that we've done, it's a little bit kind of like cuts into the call. So our users' feedback so far has been it's smoother just for the user just to express like, hey, I have a note-taking app on this. Is that okay? Or I'm recording this for training purposes. Is that okay? So, and if the client says not okay, you just you don't have to continue to record.
Okay. And then they put a states list down in the chat if anybody wants to look at that.
Oh, yep.
Most of our
No,
clients are going to be in California, so if you plan on recording the conversation, just as you do with a Zoom or anything like that, just make sure you get that consent.
sounds good. Any other questions?
Looks like not yet.
Okay. Jesse and Elaine, do you guys have anything else you wanted to show and to walk through for them?
Yeah. So if you go to the Apple Store and just enter Helport, our company's name, the app will show up and just uh click and to install it. And if you have any question during the onboard and want to have a quick intro on how to use it, just let us know.
Sounds good. Are we going to be able to see like a demo?
You don't want to actually let me try to join for my
Yeah.
join for my phone and I can actually share. Elaine, do you have or I can do it, try to join from my phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting a screen share from the phone is not quite as easy.
Yeah, and Travis, this actually also works for the loan officers too. We came out. It's called Loha, the first original product, which was
Mhm.
loan officer help assist. So I know Tried and True has what, like 20, 25 LOs. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not just for realtors. The LOs could go to the App Store and download this as well.
Yeah, I think when I downloaded it, it asked what industry.
Hmm.
So
Insurance, mortgage, or yeah, real estate.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just real quick, Travis, I joined with my phone. You might need to have to make my phone a presenter as well.
Um,
And while he's doing that, just to give you guys an idea what the guidance piece is going to look like. Like Darren mentioned, a lot of it's going to be kind of industry knowledge, but also there we go. I think I'm in my phone.
maybe if I get some feedback if you don't mute one of them.
I'm just going to exit my computer. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah. So like I was saying, the guidance is supposed to be, think of it as someone that's there to help you. And I think the example that we had at the beginning of the call with Gary was a great example because market update is part of what we can provide as well. So imagine, Gary doing these presentation and these updates, and we can take that, condense into a kind of a quick update that it would be able to provide that to you so that you as a realtor can act, or a loan officer can easily explain that to the client while you're on the phone. So the idea is to take all the things that you guys are being trained on, your training material, your training guidelines, industry information, and instead of relying on yourself to have to retain all of it and then be able to apply that in the conversation, we're giving that to you in real time in the conversations to kind of help you along so that if you ever get stuck or you don't know what to say, hopefully that guidance will come up and help you get through those conversations and sound more like an expert. So just to share my screen, let's see, screen. Okay, can you all see my cell phone screen?
We can, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is the Helport app, and this is what it will look like when you guys open it. Like Travis mentioned, the first time you do it, it will prompt you to select your industry, and you have to go through the process to link your phone number to it. And once you have, this is the page you're going to see when you enter. And up on the top here, this is where you can actually select, because the back end is built differently for each industry. So for example, if you're in real estate, if you select real estate, the back end is built specifically for realtor conversation. The items is going to capture, the profile is going to build, the summary is going to provide you its specific real estate. If you're in mortgage, you can select the mortgage one, and you can switch between them anytime you want. Also, if you want to build your own, so you can actually go in and you can put in your own prompt if you want to, because you know, if it's a conversation outside of real estate or mortgage, or you know, it's something you say, hey, I want for it to capture my conversations in this way. You can also use build your own. This is one I use if I'm just doing a meeting, so that I have all the meeting notes summarized. So you can pick that as well. If you go to real estate, you can actually edit these information as well if you wish to customize it for your own needs. Like I said, we're building this for you, so feel free to edit this for your own conversations. So once you have saved it, this will be your homepage. Your recent contacts of the conversations you've had will be here. And like I said, your past conversation will be here with a very brief summary, a one sentence summary just in the middle. And if you want to make a call, you can either go to your contacts, which can actually import all of your phone contacts into. So all of your contact will be in here. And if you click into any of them, and you will be able to make a call. And if you want to dial the number, if you want to dial the number, you would just go here, make call, and this is where you would dial a phone number to call. And this is the record feature. So if I go into the record feature, this is where for real-time in-person conversations, you can come in here and it's going to record the conversation for you, and it's going to do the same thing as a real-time transcript, and it's going to summarize it, and it's also going to all show up right here in the middle as well. So this is the, you know, obviously there was no content because I'm on a Zoom call, but this is where that conversation was. Upload. So uploading will be everything here. So you can upload any conversations that you had, recordings. And once you upload, so for example, you can see this little upload button here next to this call. That means that this was an uploaded conversation. So if I click into it, you can see that this call was summarized. This is a call that I had with a loan officer also named Travis, and where I introduced the product and I got his feedback. So you can see that this detailed summary was provided for that meeting, and it gives me some follow-up action items that I have to do. And this is the profile that it drew for that client, and the entire transcription of the call is here as well.
Cool. And so it just keeps compiling then these conversations, I'm assuming, in the lead profile or the client profile.
Correct. So let me see if I can pull up.
So this could be really handy, especially during transactions when you're getting into some sticky situations a little bit, and you're trying to say, how do I, document a verbal conversation? These people said this thing. Well, this is going to go ahead and summarize it for you now, and it can be emailed off as a summary.
Correct, exactly. So it's very easy if you're, especially when you're on the phone. It's hard to take notes. Right, if you're driving, if you're out and about, and you're calling a client, it's very easy, very difficult to take notes. So this will take detailed notes for you, and you'll see this profile up here. This is just a call, actually a mortgage call, and you'll see that self-employed, not self-employed, purpose first-time home buyer. And when you make more calls for this client, this profile is going to continue to update and build for you. So all the little details that you're going to capture on every single call, it's all going to be saved in here. And you can copy the summary just like this, the clipboard, or you can press the text and it will directly send this text to whoever you wanted to send it to. Or you can email it by pressing the email button as well.
So these conversations, they don't like this call with customer, was this a recorded one or a
No,
non-recorded?
this was a real call. So I called from the app.
I
So
mean, did you have to record? Did you have to press record and give consent in order
so
to track that on that
yeah.
one?
So good question. This automatically records. So if you're calling directly from the app, it will automatically record and transcribe the conversation. So you do want to. So when you make the consent, so a lot of people, the conception is that you make the consent and then you start recording. But actually, for legal purposes, you want to record yourself making the consent. So you actually want to start recording, and then at some point, it doesn't have to be the first thing you say, but at some point in the beginning of the conversation, just make that consent, get their consent to record, and then you can continue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I think these days it might be we might be seeing more of this come down the pipeline as it is, you know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
of calls being recorded more and more often.
Yeah. That people are getting, we found people are getting more and more used to it. And again, when you're getting the consent, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like, hey, I'm recording you, right? We found that in you can, if, in a way that you can say like, hey, I've got this like AI note taker that helps me take notes on this call, is that okay with you, right? Or like, hey, I'm just recording this for training purposes, or record keeping purposes. Like these are all kind of easy ways to speak to the client instead of just saying, hey, I'm recording you, which is a little more aggressive.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to add on top of that, I always just make it a benefit to the actual consumer, right? Hey, I have my AI note taker because I want to send you a detailed summary at the end too, so you could know what we talked about, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I would think that if
I've
you put it
never
like
heard anybody say
that,
no.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
think if you
just make it a
position it
benefit to
like
them.
that, most people aren't going to have a problem. And I'm seeing more and more of these note takers come into Zoom meetings and all of this stuff now. So I think it's only natural progression that we're going to see it more in phone conversations, in the upcoming years, especially, for attorneys and insurance agents and, people who, are in the service of helping others, in that type of capacity. So I could see them definitely having more note takers,
Sure.
AI note takers. Yeah.
Yeah, and so a few people are asking where the Android link is. It's not available on Android yet. It's just Apple right now. Do you guys, our team, Helport team, do you have an update of when it'll be available for Droid, Android?
Yeah, it's coming soon, maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe just
Yeah.
give us an update on that. And we can, let everybody know the beginning of a meeting, that the Android's out.
Yep, 100%. And like I said, and you guys will be the really one of the first people to try this app. And we're grateful for the relationship we have with Travis, to have you guys be the first batch of users. And one caveat I did want to mention is that right now it only supports outgoing calls. So if you have a call coming in, you still pick it up normally like you would on a cell phone. It wouldn't go through the app. If you want that call recorded, you can easily, a lot of some of the users we have so far, we just like, hey, can I give you a call right back so that you can call from the app to get that recorded? Yeah, but we're working on the next feature is to get that integrated so that incoming calls you can actually pick up from the app too. But for now, it's only outgoing calls.
Okay.
And
Good.
there might be some user experiences that I'm sure there are user experiences that we will still be able to optimize. And so we really appreciate feedback from you guys as you guys are using this. We'll continue to make this better and better. But you guys will have full access to this over the next 30 days.
Elaine,
How would they provide feedback?
yeah, I was just going to ask Elaine, can you throw your email address into the notes
Yeah,
in the
definitely.
in the chat? Yeah, you could definitely just follow up with Elaine via email, or you could call her at the office. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will give my phone number.
And Jesse's available as well.
Mm.
Okay. Is there any kind of in-app uh, button for feedback or for anything?
Not yet.
Not
So
yet. Okay.
maybe next week we will have that.
Okay.
Yeah. So just call me anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first version, so it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah. Okay.
And Elaine, I know there was a support page too, right? That they can utilize as well.
Yes, and I can also share the link in the follow-up email. And if you have any question in onboarding stuff, just give me a call and I can walk you through. Or like, also I can quickly share the screen to see how to set up account, just like one more extra step.
So on the,
You-
if they wanted to use it on the computer, what would you, I guess you go to the web page and you log in from there, and that could be PC or Mac.
Yeah. So if you go to helport dot let me share Elaine, can you share your screen? I'm on my phone now.
Yeah.
If you go to Helport AI, there's actually a login where they can create their own account. Actually, Elaine, just send them the landing page. Can you send the landing page into the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where they'll be able to download the PC version. That we have PC and Mac on their laptop, and then it actually links up with the app, so that conversations they have on both sides will be stored all in one kind of mini CRM per se.
Okay. So then, sounds like in a couple of weeks, Android will be on there too. So if you're using PC and Android or whatever your combination is, you'll be able to kind of access it all throughout your business. All right.
Yeah.
Desktop version is in the chat as well. So cool. Well, I'm going to start using this and testing it out and kind of see how it goes. I love the note-taking stuff. It's really helpful for conversations and just documenting, you know, everything really these days.
Yeah.
So it's an important aspect in our business for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, thank you again, Travis, for having us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. This
If
was
anybody
great.
has any questions, let us all know. If you didn't get these emails and phones, just let us know, and I can put you in touch with the team over there. It's free for the next 30 days. Give it a try, and provide feedback too, so we can make it more useful for our industry as well. So yeah, and see what you think about it, especially with your clients. And if you're doing a lot of prospecting calls, I can see this being really helpful because it'll probably start helping you, with prompts, getting through some of those those initial calls, um, calls with current clients. There's a ton of uses for this for sure. So yeah, just let us know. It's on the Apple Store if you want to download it, or go over to the web page and you can create a user there as well.
Yeah, and we'll send you that one pager that we were showing and a video
Okay.
also after this call, so you could share it with. I know you said you have like 400 plus realtors, so you can share it whenever you want.
Yep, we'll send that out and email, and we'll go from there. So cool. Well, I appreciate you
Perfect.
guys coming on. I appreciate you offering this for free and letting us kind of be the guinea pigs a little bit, um, and help it improve.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
perfect.
Thanks for having us, guys.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
All right,
Excellent. Thanks
have
for
a good
coming
one.
on. All
See ya.
right,
Bye now.
Bye.
everybody. Have a good week. Let us know if you need anything.